something is changing around you, and deep inside, you can feel it. The life that once felt familiar no longer feels the same. The places that used to bring comfort now feel heavy. The people who once felt close now seem distant. You may not understand why everything feels unsettled, but this is not happening without reason. God is moving you. What feels like confusion is actually divine direction. What feels like discomfort is the beginning of transformation. The reason your spirit feels restless is because you are no longer meant to remain where you are. God is preparing to take you into a new season, and the place you are standing in now cannot hold what He is about to release into your life. Many times when God begins to bless a chosen person, the first sign is not gain but separation. Before the promise comes, there is movement. Before the blessing arrives, there is letting go. Before the new door opens, the old one closes. This is the part many people misunderstand. They think when things begin to fall away, it means something is wrong. They think when relationships shift, when opportunities disappear, and when life becomes uncomfortable, they are being abandoned. But the truth is that God often removes before He reveals. He removes the people who cannot go where you are going. He removes the comfort that is keeping you from growing. He removes the places that are too small for your purpose. And while this process can feel painful, it is proof that God is making room for something greater. You have been praying for change. You have been asking for breakthrough. You have been waiting for God to open the next door. But what you may not realize is that God answers those prayers by moving you. Sometimes He changes your environment. Sometimes He changes your circle. Sometimes He changes your plans. And sometimes He changes you. The reason everything feels uncertain right now is because heaven is shifting your life into alignment. God is not taking something from you to harm you. He is moving things out of the way so your next blessing can arrive. There is something prepared for you in the next place. There is peace waiting for you. There is provision waiting for you. There is healing waiting for you. There is growth waiting for you. And there are gifts that cannot reach you until you obey the movement of God. That is why the season you are in feels so uncomfortable. God is loosening your attachment to what is familiar, so you will be willing to follow Him into what is greater. The hardest part of divine relocation is that it often begins before you see the reason. God asks you to trust before He explains. He asks you to move before He shows you the full picture. He asks you to let go before you understand what He is replacing. This is where faith becomes real. Faith is not trusting God when everything makes sense. Faith is trusting Him when everything feels uncertain. Faith is believing that the door closing is protection. Faith is believing that the delay is preparation. Faith is believing that the discomfort is leading somewhere meaningful. Right now, you may feel like you are losing something. You may feel like life is becoming unstable. You may feel like everything is shifting at once. But what if this shaking is actually mercy? What if God is disrupting what is temporary so He can establish what is lasting? What if the reason nothing feels secure is because God is removing the false foundations beneath you? Sometimes the life you built cannot carry the purpose God placed inside you. Sometimes the place you love cannot support the person you are becoming. Sometimes the people around you cannot understand the calling on your life. And if God left everything unchanged, you would never step into what He prepared for you. So He allows the shaking. He allows the discomfort. He allows the uncertainty, not to destroy you, but to guide you. Because every divine movement begins with separation. Before Abraham stepped into promise, he had to leave what was familiar. Before Joseph entered purpose, he was removed from what was comfortable. Before David stepped into kingship, he went through hidden seasons of preparation. God has always used movement to bring His people into promise, and He is doing the same with you. The reason you feel disconnected from where you are is because your spirit recognizes that this season is ending. The reason old things no longer satisfy you is because your soul is being prepared for something deeper. The reason you cannot settle is because God did not create you to remain in a place that no longer matches your calling. There is a gift attached to your next season. There is favor attached to your obedience. There is blessing attached to your willingness to trust God beyond what you can see. But you cannot receive what is ahead while holding tightly to what is behind. You cannot walk into the new while refusing to release the old. You cannot expect God to fill hands that are clinging to expired things. That is why surrender matters. Surrender is what makes room for blessing. Surrender is what opens the way for direction. Surrender is what allows God's plan to replace your fear. God knows what is waiting for you. He knows the doors that will open. He knows the people who will help you. He knows the peace you will find. He knows the healing you will experience. And because He knows what is ahead, He is guiding you away from what can no longer serve His purpose in your life. Even if you do not understand it yet, this movement is working for your good. Every closed door is making room for the right one. Every ending is leading to a beginning. Every uncomfortable moment is preparing you for the place where your blessing will meet you. Do not be afraid of the changes happening now. Do not fear the uncertainty. Do not mistake the shaking for abandonment. God is not leaving you. He is leading you. The path may feel unclear, but His hand is steady. The process may feel painful, but His purpose is good. The season may feel uncertain, but His plan is secure. Your next season is not random. Your next place is not accidental. Your next blessing has already been prepared. The only thing required now is your trust. Trust that what is leaving needed to leave. Trust that what is ending needed to end. Trust that where God is taking you is better than where you have been. Because the gift you have prayed for is not behind you. It is ahead of you. The peace you long for is ahead of you. The provision you need is ahead of you. The answered prayer is ahead of you. And God is relocating you, because the blessing waiting for you cannot be delivered where you are now. So when things begin to shift, do not panic. When people begin to leave, do not chase. When old doors close, do not force them open. Lift your head and trust the movement. God knows exactly where He is taking you. He is moving you with purpose. He is guiding you with wisdom. He is preparing a place where your gifts will grow, your peace will deepen, and your prayers will begin to unfold in ways you never imagined. This is not the end of something good. This is the beginning of something greater. The discomfort you feel is the sound of transition. The uncertainty you feel is the sign of movement. The restlessness you feel is the call to trust. You are not being forgotten. You are being positioned. You are not being denied. You are being redirected. You are not being abandoned. You are being led. And when you arrive where God is taking you, everything that confused you in this season will make sense. You will understand why the doors closed. You will understand why the relationships changed. You will understand why the place you once loved no longer felt right. Because what God has prepared for you in the next season is greater than anything you are leaving behind. So keep trusting, keep moving, keep believing. Because God is relocating you right now, and the gift waiting for you in your new season will be worth every step.